I'm gonna share something with you that the supermom shared yesterday that you just gave the voice messages. And when the children came, they were curious to see what their mom was, doing and how she was talking, who she was talking to. And this is something that eventually supermoms and superdads will understand, that they are actually hurting their children when they say this. And this is what I'm going to share. The children didn't respond to Teacher Tim. And Teacher Tim doesn't care if they respond or not. And what the mom said was, when they left, or when they were there, oh, he's shy. It's a Thai thing. We're shy. Well, let me share with you something. Let me share how I know that this hurts a human being. Teacher Tim, when I was young, I would stand at the grocery store in line, checkout, with my parents. I might be 7 years old. Yes. I might be 12 years old. And there would be friends that my parents' friends would come up and say, hello, Norma. Hello, Larry. I never saw them before. Maybe once or twice at church or somewhere. Maybe never. And they would say, after my mom or dad, oh, this is our oldest son, Tim. And they would say, hello. Nice to meet you. How are you? And I would just look at them. And I didn't say anything. And my parents would say, oh, he's shy. And then I would think, my parents, they're beautiful in their own way. They just don't know how a human being truly works. Because when you meet someone for the first time, it's only the way of the human being to observe. And imagine a 49-year-old online thinking that the mom's children are going to talk to me on the first time, and then reinforcing a negative into the human being. He's shy. It's actually the furthest from the truth. What does that mean? Supermoms and superdads have their true project-based environment, their dream field. They are passionate about a language. They are projecting it onto their human children without permission, expecting everything from them. This is why Teacher Tim now is showing you, Super Dad Peapot, what I experienced in my home Thailand with every parent and every child. Even at the Innovative Institute, this supermom compared your child to her children. That is an unfair comparison. Because where you put your son at a young age developed his English naturally at a very high-paying institute. People don't understand this. And they don't understand the story inside the high-paying institute.
No.
Oh, no. See, this is the evidence right now, Super Dad, that Teacher Tim is showing the world that it does not matter where you are. You want to pay $10,000 a year to be in a learning environment of English, your children will still be depressed until you hit a true project-based teacher. I guarantee you. That's what I'm going to share with you right now. Now, do you understand the bigger picture? Why Teacher Tim is showing the world?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Teacher Tim. I got some keywords in what you just said. It is unfair comparison. That happens around the world, in particular in Thailand and ASEAN. That is what their parent program has been programmed from generation to generation. That is why I thinking about to start talking about what is about the constructive parenting. Because as a volunteer to a foundation, you know it. I sacrificed and then I helped this foundation for 6 years in so far, and have a very good chance to read another field of education about the child psychology, about the constructive parenting. That is many things I never heard before in my life, because the parenting, it might be around the world, but in Thailand, what is the environment I get close for over 50 years. The way of teaching, the way of the bringing up their children is by the words of mouth. They parents talk to each other and share their problems, share their thoughts. That is a way of teaching their kids. And this is like a model of the one country, because they always sharing what they program in their head. And when you mention about the highly paid institute, what I think is okay. Let's say about the SIL and why. It is a process, admission process. The school are required to interview parents as well, not only student side but parent, because school, let's say it formal education and home informal education, it should be closely connected. It should be go forward synchronously. That is why the requirement need to interview parent to make truly understanding the way both school and family should hold hands together. And that's brought me back my very first day in the SAL when I met a couple, a very young couple in orientation meeting. And at that time, the parents allowed to share their thoughts and share their reasons why they need to pay double educational fee in the SIL. And one couple expressed about their facts. They just got the first children, and he researching many information from Google, and finally they decided to send their kids into this school. And when they were asked why, what is the reason, they share their thoughts as because both of them, father and mother, are well educated, and then for their first child, they think he became successful in every things in their job, and then the father start sharing. Okay, now we got a child, so he felt like he got something like a job, but their responsibility, their duty, they're supposed to get the job done. Yeah, you see, That is what you just mentioned, because it is something a parent program in their heads for life, and then they try to carry on this thing to their kids. They think of the kids like a something object. It's not a human being, like a job. So they start controlling their gift from the heaven, the first child, by this mindset. They start taking control. Even they think about the SIL like some skill that can help broaden their kids' imagination. But it's what the parents are thinking about their kids, like something they can control. They can mold it up in any way they love. They love, parent love, but they don't think about how this their kids think. They are kids is human being. You have to give them permission and feel free to create the thing by their own imagination, creativities. Yeah. Thank you very much when you raised this issue, and then it's brought me back to what happens almost 7 years ago in the DSL and the thing about these couples. Yeah, they try to plan everything perfectly for their kid. Yeah, that is totally against to what we have been sharing a couple of years. Yeah, it's a completely against to the through project-based learning. And more, even Sunanta, she talked with me privately how she can bring up her 2 kids in a proper way. I said, okay, my advice is you just keep listening what the team share in our club, our Facebook Live, and you will understand, because I cannot give you one answer for your question. It is open question. This have many factors affecting because it depends on your perception, your family perception, your community surrounding. Yeah. That is what my advice to Sunanta. Just be patient, like you said, because it took me almost 2 years when I started deeply listening to what you share little by little, and I can now connecting a piece of small puzzle, and the picture is becoming bigger and bigger. And at the first time I think, okay, one day I will get the 100% of the perfect pictures. But now my paradigm shift, because the size of the picture is unlimited. It unstoppably expanding.